Hello, I'm Benjamin Barakat, and today we're here with the Move Shoot Move Nomad. This is a product I've been using lately from MSM, or Move Shoot Move, and I have to say this product is excellent. Today what I'm going to be doing is showing you how to do a polar alignment with this tracker. I'm going to show you an easy method, and that's including two of the new products that have been brought out by Move Shoot Move. So the first one we have here is the Move Shoot Move leveling base. I was in contact with them and I told them this is key for polar alignment, and they've made this great leveling base. So we'll get back to that in a minute, but the next part is they've redone the polar wedge. Now this time they've made it a little bit smaller, so it's even more lightweight. But what's very important is down we have some measurements in here. Now you won't be able to see that here on the camera, but if you purchase one or you look online you may be able to see it, and that will help with putting your latitude for polar alignment. So what I'm going to do is show you how these three products are working. There is one other product that I do use, and that is the V bracket from MSM and Alan Wallace. And these four products alone, for me, I believe is the perfect lightweight tracker out there, and this should cover all your needs. So what we're going to do is show you, or I'm going to show you today, how we can set this up, how we can do polar alignment. And the great thing is we won't need to use any lasers, we won't need a polar scope, so you can knock off some weight, and obviously by not using a laser you can be a bit more discreet when setting up your tracker, and in not every country lasers are permitted, and I always like to say lasers contribute to light pollution, and so I don't agree with them. Now the method I'll be showing you today is basically I'm using a phone with a Latitude application that allows me to measure what latitude my tracker is at, and the other one is a compass that will allow me to put my direction for my tracker. So basically all you need to know is, in order to get your sky tracker polar aligned, you basically need to be, if you're in the northern hemisphere, you need to be pointing dead north or true north. If you're in the southern hemisphere, then you need to be pointing south. Now you can use some external applications like, for example, there's one from iOptron, maybe one from Skywatcher and so on, or even I think it's PS Align Pro. And many of these applications, they're free and they just tell you the latitude you're at, but you could also check that on Google as well. It's relatively easy to figure out the latitude you're on, and it's important to know your latitude because that will be, you know, you will need to know that so you can put that on your tracker, right? Because it needs to be pointing at the correct latitude so that it can be polar aligned with the northern star, or obviously the southern cross in the southern hemisphere. So, and that compass, of course, you need to be pointing in the right direction as well. So there's only two main things that need to be done in order to have a rough and relatively good polar alignment. On top of that, your tracker should be completely level, and that's why a leveling base is key for this procedure. And even if you're using a polar scope or a laser, it's always key to have a leveling base to set up your tracker. So let's begin with setting that up. I've got a mini tripod here from Someway Photo, and I'll just pop on my leveling base like that. I'm just going to move to the side so you have a clear view. So I've put on my leveling base, and with this small toggle here I can undo this and then obviously find perfect level. So we're looking at something like that, and then it's perfect level. And the next step would now be to put my polar wedge on. Once the polar wedge is on and we've got that tight, what we can do is basically check that we're level again, and I would use some external application and just take my phone here. And so as I said, the first key is to be level, and now the second one is to put the phone on top using a compass and pointing that direction until it's either true north or true south for the Southern Cross in the Southern Hemisphere. Once you have that locked in, you can quite simply tighten your leveling base. As I said, make sure the leveling base is level and that you're pointing in the direction you need to be. Now the next part would be to pop on the tracker, and now we put that on, and the next thing we do is we open the Latitude application and we place the phone again up on here. Now when I open that, the app I'm using is called Protractor 360. It will tell me the latitude I'm at, and right now it says I'm at 17 degrees, and so I would need to make this fine adjustment until I'm at 47 degrees latitude, because that is my latitude where I'm at. Once you've got those two things locked in, it's safe to tighten up any loose screws and so on, and then you're literally good to go to start tracking the night sky. Now many of you might ask, how accurate is that? I've been using this method for the last few years and it's done wonders for me. I've worked with lenses up until 135mm and shot up to 1 or 2 minutes, and I've had 0 issues. So if you do come across any issues and you find your polar alignment is not working up to par, it could be that your phone case is causing some error in the magnetic field and you could not be facing true north or true south. In that case, I recommend removing the phone case and just giving the phone a light shake, and that should recalibrate the compass on your phone application. If you're out and you're not alone, you can always use a friend's phone just to double check and confirm. But this method will work, and as I said, it's been working for me for a long time, and this is a lightweight and easy option to do, and as I said, discreet without the lasers and so on. Now that V bracket that I have, I recommend this over the Z bracket because it's a bit more tough, and that would simply be placed onto your tracker like this, or I say like this, and the point of that is so that your base there can be level for your ball head to go on, and this can make life easy to shoot panoramas or even just be level and capture the shots that you want to shoot. So that's about all there is to it. In the comments below or the description, I will be uploading the applications I'm using. I'll throw in a discount code there from MSM, and yeah, let me know your thoughts if you need any help with figuring this out, and let me know if it worked for you. So thank you for watching, wishing you clear skies.